and welcome to the Business Spotlight. I'm Patrick Dewar, my guest today. You're really going to enjoy this show. From time to time over the last several months, we've had a guest appearance from Dr. Mary Swift of Dallas Laser Dentistry and DallasLaserDentistry.com. The thing that I wanted to say is that they're in the high-end cosmetic dentistry arena. In fact, Dr. Mary Swift's been the 2011-2012 Cosmetic Dentist People's Choice Award winner in the DFW area. So it's really fun to have another one of their dentists, Dr. Terrel Myers, with us today. Dr. Terrel, thanks so much.
Thank you for having me.
I'm really excited about this interview because you have seen the dental industry change tremendously. You're award-winning. You tend to work with the who's who of Dallas. Really, you're an I don't want to say an elite dentist, but you kind of are. You work with some very extremely successful people, don't you?
Yes, I've been very blessed in that area.
Well, I'm excited for you. Yeah. I want to know more about your journey, though, because you've seen the industry change so much. Tell me about your journey as a dentist.
It's interesting. I started when I was a junior in high school and decided I wanted to be a dentist. My dentist talked me into being it. And so I went to dental school, and I was fortunate with going through that. I was honored to be the top one clinician in my dental class. And we were taught a certain philosophy of dentistry that most schools weren't teaching. And I liked that philosophy. And so as soon as I got out of dental school, I actually joined the Air Force for 2 years and then came and started my practice here in Dallas. And 6 months into my practice, I went down to the LD Pankey Institute of Advanced Dental Education. And that's where I got all of my advanced training in full mouth rehabilitation. And that was the best thing I ever did in my life. It's been my mentor.
So when you talk about full mouth dental restoration and cosmetic surgery, what are some of the procedures now that people are doing in that area?
The biggest probably thing we're seeing more now are porcelain veneers.
Really?
And implants. That's been two of the biggest changes in the last 15, 20 years. And so we're doing a lot of porcelain veneers, implants, and crowns, bridges.
Have they changed the technology much in those areas?
Oh, considerably. Yeah, a few years ago, we would take impressions and pour models and send that to the lab. Now, our computers actually scan the tooth. The computer program will make a three-dimensional model and make the crown on that, so we never have to take an impression of a patient anymore. It's phenomenal.
But working with you, I know that in your practice there are a lot of things that you're doing that are fairly unique. A lot of dentists, I'll say, have a certain method for connecting to them, and we'll talk about how to connect to you later. But I want to talk about just that you spend a lot of time right up front with people.
Well, in the training at the Pankey Institute, they teach us that it is so important to make a correct diagnosis. And you have to gather a lot of information to make a correct diagnosis. So we do. We spend 2.5 hours on our initial examination. And that's gathering, x-rays and medical history and models and x-rays, like I said. But in getting to know the patient is so important because the cross that I wear here is the cross of life. And it's, we have to know ourselves, know our patient, know our work, and then apply our knowledge. That's the 4 legs of the cross. And my patients have become my family. And that's why I've been so blessed in having patients that have been with me 30, 35 years. And I've got several families that I'm treating 3 generations. Grandfather, parents, and children now. And that's exciting to me. I love that. They've been some of my best referrals.
Well, I wouldn't doubt. Anytime that you can build a practice like yours that's pretty much 100% referral based, and but then the fact that you spend so much time up front with them is key.
Yeah, it's. Often I'll have patients say, you know, can you refer me to an internist or a cardiologist or someone that will treat me like you treat me, because you take the time to listen to me, and so I get that a fair amount of time. People will ask, you know, refer me to someone that will treat me like you do.
As we go into these next few segments, one of the things that I really want to talk about is I want to learn more about some of the current technology, because the coolest thing is doing some research on you and knowing the Swifts and the way that they do things. Technology is it's paramount with their practice. They stay up on things.
Yes, they do.
And I know that means that you stay up on things. And the current technologies of cosmetic dentistry is, well, it's just groundbreaking. I know as we come back, we've got a couple more segments. Dr. Terrel Myers with Dallas Laser Dentistry. We are pleased to have him on the air today, and you will want to get to know him more as we come back in just a minute here.